It started as a reckless idea, one of those impulsive thoughts that seemed harmless in the moment but carried consequences I hadn't anticipated. I was bored, or maybe restless, in my relationship with Aaron. We had been together for years, comfortable, predictable, and safe. But that safety had begun to feel suffocating, and curiosity got the better of me. One evening, after a few drinks at home, I confessed something I never thought I'd say out loud. "I think I want to test all your friends," I slurred, laughing nervously, trying to mask the seriousness beneath the joke. "Just see what's out there." My words hung in the air, heavier than I expected. Aaron froze. His expression was unreadable at first, but then I saw the weight in his eyes, the sudden shift from amusement to something colder, something final. I tried to laugh it off, to say I was joking, but he shook his head. Slowly, deliberately, he said, "Test life alone, then. That's your test." I thought he was angry at first, that he would argue, yell, or beg me to explain myself. But he didn't. He simply turned away, his eyes steady, unyielding, and in that moment, I understood, he wasn't threatening me, he wasn't punishing me, he was withdrawing. He had seen through the pretense, through the joke, through the drunken haze, and he knew my curiosity was more than idle, it was disrespectful. The days that followed were quiet but brutal. Aaron didn't scream, didn't storm out, didn't even engage in long arguments. He simply pulled away emotionally. The warmth and intimacy we once shared vanished, replaced by polite distance. I tried to reach him, tried to explain, tried to promise I would never cross a line, but he wasn't listening. He had already drawn his boundary, and I had crossed it. I realized, painfully, that testing his friends wasn't really about them, it was about me. About my insecurities, my boredom, my need for excitement. But no explanation could erase the fact that I had implied doubt about our relationship, and in his eyes, that was enough to step back completely. Weeks turned into months. Aaron remained physically present but emotionally detached. He focused on his work, on personal projects, on friends who respected the line I had crossed. And me? I was left to navigate the consequences of my own impulsive desire. I had imagined chaos, drama, confrontation, but reality was far more isolating. He didn't punish me overtly, he just stopped being the partner I had taken for granted. Eventually, I understood that what he had given me was a lesson in personal accountability. Testing boundaries, playing games, or seeking excitement outside the relationship was not harmless, it was a betrayal of trust. His response wasn't anger, it was clarity. "Test life alone," he had said, and in that one sentence, he had drawn a line I could not ignore. I tried to rebuild, tried to make small gestures, tried to show that I had changed, but some lessons are learned too late. The emotional distance remained, and I realized that testing the people around him had nothing to do with them, it had everything to do with me and my inability to respect the life we had built together. Now, months later, our relationship exists in a quiet tension. We coexist, we communicate when necessary, and we share responsibilities, but the spark, the trust, the effortless intimacy, is gone. His words echo in my mind every time I feel the urge to test, to provoke, to challenge boundaries. Test life alone. Simple, direct, and devastatingly effective. I've learned that curiosity has limits, and that boundaries, once crossed, cannot always be repaired. Some lessons don't come with fights, tears, or confrontations, they come with quiet withdrawals, with absence within presence, with a partner who shows you, without shouting, exactly where you went wrong. And sometimes, the harshest truths are the ones that leave you alone to face yourself.